And good morning. Of course, I'm Jeffrey Gray. Happy Good Friday. I want you guys to work with us a little bit today because we're dealing with some technical difficulties with the buttons and all that stuff, but it's okay because you got me and we got the mastermind behind all of this. Our very own Steven is in the building with us. Of course, that's our boy.
That worked.
He'll be working with us.
To my camera, you know.
It just doesn't like me. It's probably just me, man. Either way, guys, bear with us today. If you see anything going funky, please don't judge us, but it's okay because again, we're going to have a good day. It's at the end of the week, having a good time. And with that, I'm going to give you guys a teaser of what to expect later on in the sprint because you know we're bringing you all the funniest and craziest and sometimes the most unique stories. For example, this new TikTok trend. If you're taking a look at your screen right now, and if you've heard of this, look, this is sending kids to the hospital apparently in something as simple as gum that you're looking at. You can find out why it's called the trouble bubble later in the sprint. But again, this is a very crazy situation that I heard about today when I walked in, and Stevie, you were even making a joke saying that we should try it on here.
Yeah.
And when you guys figure out the ingredients inside of it, that would be a no-no for anybody. So moving on, let's get right into some stuff that's happening here locally. Get this, the nation's largest collegiate Relay for Life event returns to Virginia Tech today. The event is a year-long fundraising effort for the American Cancer Society. There are currently close to 2,000 people signed up to attend. The event will take place on the drill field from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. So please go out there and participate if you're interested. I know how important Relay for Life was for my family, and growing up in Osceola, they would always do Relay for Life, raising awareness for any kind of cancer, but more for us, it was just breast cancer awareness. But it was a really productive event. A lot of people came out, and if you want to go out and do that, you got them going down for Virginia Tech. That's something for you to participate in.
And this is like one of the biggest ones in the country.
Yes,
so if you get a chance to go check it out, they take over the whole drill field. You have people walking all night. There's music. There's games. It's a big old thing.
So you've been before?
Yeah. Yeah, I've worked several of them. I went to Tech, so I mean,
that's right. That's right. Well,
it's very cool though.
Well, it seems like it. So you guys check that out if you need some more details. Obviously, look on our website at WSLS.com and let us know if you're going out there on this Good Friday. Moving on, of course, it's another popular event. We got the Community Schools Strawberry Festival still a month out, but preparations are already going on. Around 50 volunteers baked 10,000 shortcakes for the popular event yesterday. The main ingredients are real butter, locally milled flour, and fresh homestead creamery milk. It's a recipe that's used or they've used for more than 3 decades. The festival is the school's only fundraiser, but it's also meant to bring people together.
The festival started about 43 years ago as a way to involve our school with the community and make it bigger than just us, because that's who we are. We're community school. We're the little school, big heart. We wanted to involve everyone.
The cakes will go into the freezer into the festival until the festival, which is set for the first weekend in May at Elmwood Park. We were talking about this earlier on the morning show. Now, Stephen, have you been to this before?
I have not.
You haven't? Okay.
I have had the shortcakes.
You have?
They're very good. Yeah, they used to come on the show a lot.
Oh, my goodness. So I need to try that because, again, a lot of people were raving about it last year when I went. And, you know, it's kind of a myth almost because a lot of people, you know, they kind of feel some type of way. I know I was feeling some type of way when they were saying that they make them and then they freeze them for a month. And then apparently they taste amazing by the time that this festival happens.
Yeah, I mean, this festival's been around for a long time, so that was the wrong thing, but
it's okay.
We're working with it.
Like I said, guys, deal with us. We're working through the little technical issues. We're gonna get it together.
Yeah, the shortcakes are very good. Would recommend.
Okay, good. Well, let us know if you guys like the shortcakes. I want to know if you got a cool spin on shortcakes. But either way, that festival is cool. That's their only fundraiser, the biggest one that they do. That's how you know it's a huge staple. Get this. This is something that I was working on. So, you know what, guys, I do the Deep Blue Ridge. Deep Blue Ridge is all about finding those unique stories in our area. If they're doing something cool, that's awesome. But I always believe that you do not need to cure cancer to be recognized for anything. It's the simple things, you know. And this guy right here, his name is Harvey Hennis. He is 81 years old, and he is a assistant chaplain for the Galax Fire and Rescue. And when I tell you this dude, he's awesome. What they call him? Like we learned it. I call it a chip turkey, but a spring chicken. Yes, that's how young he is. He's just young in spirit. He's all about service. And, you know, the chief, Mike Ayers, he actually put this on my radar. Was telling me a lot about Harvey and how this department is just made up of a lot of senior firefighters that go there and they're just passionate about it. And Harvey got some funny stories, man. One of the funniest stories he told me is that when he was younger, he had to carry this cot. And he had to go help this lady who was having an emergency. You know, she wasn't feeling well. And she was on the second story floor. He said that it was sleeting. And he went up there, and at that time, he was the only one working an ambulance service in Galax. And said he went upstairs, found a family member to help him carry this cot down the steps. They get outside and said it was sleeting, and apparently when they hit the ground, him and the buddy and the lady slid out in the yard. And he said that at that point he was so scared, but he picked Mama up. His words: "I picked Mama up, dusted her off, put her in the ambulance, and we did it all over again." So he made up a lot of good stories about what he dealt with, whether it was fun stories or traumatic stories, the way he had to deal with. Obviously, there's loss that comes with firefighting, and he was just a very humble man with knowing that his faith is what drives him to try to help as much as possible, and it always brings him back to God and Christ whenever he comes in contact with something that's unfortunate. He does his best to educate and share his wisdom to the younger firefighters. So he's just an all-around solid person. If you guys want to see his full story, it's on our website right now at WSLS.com. You can check him out there. Now, let's get to something right here back at home again in Bedford. We're dealing with this dude who I think was very, very lucky. This is Zachary Barton. Get this. He almost missed out on a big lottery prize during a trip to the grocery store. He's from Hardy. Won $191,000 in the print and play rolling jackpot game. Now, this is why he almost missed out. He bought the prize at Vinton Kroger, but he almost didn't buy the ticket because he had frozen food in his cart and was anxious to get home. He works in construction and says that he has no immediate plans for his winnings, but can you imagine going through that situation where, yeah, man, I got this ice cream in the car. I got this meat in the car. I don't have time, but maybe I can. I do have time. And he looks up, buys a ticket, and boom, he can buy all the ice cream he wants now.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
Lucky guy.
When you saw that story, because I mean, you have like a ton of kids, and I know you do a lot of shopping and stuff, and would you ever have that time to do something as simple as getting a ticket? Do you even have time to do that?
Especially if my kids are with me.
Yeah.
No.
So
No, that's not happening.
you never know, man. People, just think, if you had a crazy child with you that one particular day and you thought to yourself, oh, forget it, he's already acting crazy, let me just go get this ticket and see what happens.
Yeah.
And it ends up being like a $200,000 ticket. That would be like worth it.
I would hold it over their heads for the rest of their lives. Because you didn't listen. Now we're poor.
Okay, well, Steven, get this, guys. We've been covering severe weather that happened yesterday, obviously, and apparently you guys sent in a bunch of pennant pictures, videos through our website at WSLS.com. So check out this hail video that someone sent in. I mean, and it's so crazy being in this area because if something is happening in one place, it's not happening in another place. And that's something that I had to get used to because while all this action was taking place in different parts of our viewing area, I was at home chilling. I went to the rail yard dog game. I didn't see anything.
It was a nice day yesterday.
Yes, exactly. Did you see any of this at all, Steven?
Not at all. It was sunny and warm, and like it looked like it was going to rain at some point.
Right.
It never did.
But you got, meteorologist Chris Michaels and chief meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. They've been covering this, and they were covering it extensively yesterday, even showing us pictures of hail that was like literally quarter size. They had reports of some that was coming in the size of 2 inches wide. So a lot of cool stuff action happening there that people are having to recover from. But right now, fortunately, today, we're looking at much, not nearly as crazy as yesterday, but it's still a bit soggy. So with that, we got meteorologist Marshall Downing in here to give us our today's forecast.
Hello everyone, this is meteorologist Marshall Downing. Today is going to be pretty soggy. I wish I could say it's a little nicer on Good Friday. It's kind of in the name there. But we are going to have fairly consistent rainfall. That's going to go into Saturday morning as well. Saturday afternoon we start to dry out. Then a lot of the rain on Saturday stays south of 460. Total rain about ½ an inch over both days combined. It's not going to be too windy. The storm chance is not high for us at all. So just going to stay as light to moderate rain. Once we get into Easter Sunday, we warm up pretty nicely, and our temperatures will consistently warm up with lots of sun next week.
All right, Marshall. Thank you so much for that. And make sure you guys, again, download this app if you got any outside activities with your family or planned and you want to dodge those storms or those rain clouds or whatever that's coming through. Make sure you have that app handy so you'll know where to look. And speaking of activities planned, let's talk about this right now. Hope you and your family have a happy Easter. There are plenty of Easter events taking place. You can look at our website at WSLS.com. You can find a full breakdown of what's happening in each viewing area by going to our website. And I remember looking at that website and just being overwhelmed with how much Easter events that you guys have over here. Like, do you have anything planned specifically with this?
No, we did it all last week.
Yeah? Oh,
So
yeah.
We actually had two, what are these called? You had 2 Easter egg hunts on
Yeah.
Saturday and a birthday party. So our Saturday last day was
That's
totally
why
wrecked.
you brought in all the goods.
Yeah, that was all the rejects. So imagine what we still have.
Look, and that's crazy because even the good candy that Steven brought in for us to eat ended up being some of the, we were just like, these are some Twizzlers.
Oh yeah, the standards of people here are very low for the candy choices. So
Well,
it's a good place to get rid of your like extra stuff.
Yes, well, we thoroughly appreciate you, Steven,
You're
for your
welcome.
directing and bringing in anything that your children does not want to eat. So while we're talking about Easter egg events and stuff, our very own Brittany Weir, she's been busy out today. And in fact, she couldn't join me today right now because she's still out and about doing her thing. But she has a really cool Easter egg excellent event to tell you about right now. Check it out.
Sorry guys, I couldn't join you today for the morning sprint. I'm out and about working on some other stories, but I do want to let you know about a fun event that is happening tonight. It is the Extreme Easter Egg Party at Kiwanis Park in Christiansburg. Now, this is a different kind of Easter egg party. It's only for people who are 18 years and older. So you can go out to the park in the dark and look for over 200 Easter eggs. So this is a nighttime Easter egg hunt, and each egg has a different number in it, and that number correlates with a different prize. There's over $5,000 worth of prizes to be given away tonight. You can get anything from a TV to a Nintendo Switch to a fire pit to gift cards. So much to see. Also, after you're done finding those Easter eggs, you can enjoy some of your favorite coffee or caffeinated drinks from Space Rabbit. Earth Fair is going to be giving away some of their samples of their food as well. There's going to be yard games like a cornhole. There is a giant Connect 4 thing as well, Pong, all different kinds of games. So this is just essentially a fun Easter egg party for adults at the park tonight. It's just a way for all of us to get in on that Easter holiday spirit, because the Easter egg hunt is not just for kids anymore. So if you want those details, you can head to our website. But again, it's tonight at Kiwanis Park at 7 o'clock. So I hope you guys have a happy Easter.
Thank you so much, Britt. Of course, it seems like a really fun event. I've never heard of this. Have you ever heard of an Easter egg hunt for adults?
No.
No?
For the children.
Yeah, all for the children. I bet it'd be like a cool party, though. You got for me, if I was hosting an Easter egg hunt for adults, I would have my disco lights going, obviously. I have like really fun, quotes and stuff and little Easter egg balls. I'll have some.
You don't do anything halfway though.
Yes.
All of your parties are extravagant.
Oh,
So
and they're not even that extravagant. You got some low standards for some
we
parties.
We do.
Well, if you guys ever had an idea of what your adult Easter egg hunt would look like, send them my way, and we may have a combination of that and try to figure out if we can have fun next Easter. So right now, speaking of Easter, man, I want to get into this. We've got a few cute stories to tell you guys about, and this one right here will just melt your heart. This Easter bunny came early at the California Police Department. This is Officer Hops, or his name is actually Percy, and he plays a key role in helping officers. His official title is Wellness Officer with the City Police Department, and he works as an outlet for stress for officers and the staff who see a lot of bad. All started when the officer, Ashley Carson, found him abandoned while on call. She took him to the animal shelter, and after a few weeks with no family found, she adopted him and gave Percy not just a home, but an office. Do we have sound for this right now? I don't know if I put that in there.
I don't see it. Nope.
Okay, and that's fine because, obviously she loved Percy, and you can just tell how much of an impact he has. Says Percy comes to work every day, and get this, he has his own office, like we mentioned, and his office door is always open, ready for someone to hop in. Now, can you imagine if you go into the police department and this little bunny is in there? Like, look at Percy.
Yeah.
He's too cute for me. Got a little police outfit on. Like, I'm telling you, police departments are doing a lot of great things with their officers. Again, they deal with a lot of stuff in the field. Some of the stuff that they see, we couldn't even imagine. So having something, even if this seems very simple, just a bunny, can bring so much joy. It's bringing joy to me just watching it from the screen. I can only imagine having that bunny available in a department after a bad call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he looks real friendly too.
He does.
Some bunnies just don't like people.
Dude, okay, so no joke. I had a bunny at one point in time, and I think I named him Snow. It was an all-white bunny, and he was cool. But we also, so I grew up with a sister, and she had a bunny. So every time we got one, we had to get two, and her
geez.
bunny was that bunny did not like people, and that was the first time I got bit by a bunny, and I was just like.
Okay.
Never again. Either way, Snow ended up running away, apparently, according to my mom. But
Running away.
yeah, running away. He ran away, and I miss him to this day. But I was a kid, so it didn't really bother me that much. I just was like, if you're gonna run away from me, I don't need to. But I know it's petty. But yeah, no. Either way, Percy is the kind of bunny you want.
Yeah. Great.
Moving on to this crazy thing, and Stephen, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this because as a parent, having to protect your kids from some of the craziest stuff online, this is something that would trigger anybody. So apparently, Roanoke County Police is warning parents, kids, school system about this potentially dangerous TikTok challenge. We teased it earlier in the show to tell you guys that we ain't talking about flipping off a building. We ain't talking about doing anything crazy. This is gum, and it's called Trouble Bubble. Chewing gum, the police say, contains, they call it oleoresin capsicum. That particular ingredient is the same thing that they use in police pepper spray. I don't know about you, but that right there should disqualify that to be anything edible. Anyways, the gum also has 16 million Scoville heat ratings because it uses flavors from one of the hottest peppers in the world. Says 10 students from Massachusetts elementary school were taken to the hospital after chewing this gum this week. Says superintendent says that immediately after the students ate the gum, their mouths and throats began to burn and their stomachs hurt. Even some had trouble breathing, and they said the gum caused skin reactions, eye irritations for some students who didn't eat it, but they touched it with their fingers and rubbed their eyes. Roanoke County Police wants parents to be on the lookout for this gum and speak out to their kids about the dangers of eating it, which is very understandable. But, these TikTok challenges are getting out of hand, man. What's going on? Like, come on now.
Do you see the labels on this?
Yes.
Warning, extreme danger, caution. And then also, you probably can't see it, but it says, take the Trouble Bubble Challenge right on the package. We're setting them up for failure.
Why would, and so I just know that, I have never had a TikTok, and I am that grandma that would say I'm not a fan of it from what I see, because I see a lot of people do things that they shouldn't be doing, but they do it for attention. And in doing stuff for attention, you end up putting yourself in very extreme danger. Like, I know they were doing the Tide Pod challenge. That was one thing.
There had yet to be, like, a productive, good TikTok
Exactly.
challenge. Do you remember the Ice Bucket Challenge?
Yes, I do.
I feel like you can make an argument that did a lot of good. It raised a lot of money.
Exactly.
TikTok challenges.
It just
nothing good has come. Do you remember the Milk Crate Challenge?
Yes, when they would climb up and bust their back because they couldn't make it to the top, and everybody would topple over. Like, I just don't understand. And like, I feel like sometimes children are like pets and are like babies. They actively do things to hurt themselves. And it's just like, why put yourself in that situation?
I don't know. One more. Do you remember the Bird Box Challenge?
The Bird Box Challenge.
Maybe that was before TikTok.
What was the Bird Box?
Do you remember?
Challenge?
It was a Netflix show.
Oh my God, that movie with Sandra Bullock.
Blindfolded.
Yes, Sandra
So
Bullock.
you just do whatever, and it was blindfolded.
Oh my gosh, I just need people just to put TikTok down. Go play games like a normal child. Don't put stuff in your mouth.
Don't run around.
Yes, don't
Get
put
your
things
energy
in your
out.
mouth that's gonna make you feel some type of way. And I can only imagine the fact that it's called Trouble Bubble should be a hint that it's not fun once you put it in your mouth.
There's a warning label on your gum.
Exactly. Anyways, so with that, let's go ahead and pull Jazzy Jazz in the building. Jazz, are you with me, girl? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Girl, what you think about this Trouble Bubble?
I think it's a mess. It has me worried, first of all, because I have brothers who are in middle school.
Oh,
no.
I'm hoping they don't see this mess and then try it out for themselves. This is dangerous.
It is.
Kids need to stop doing what they see and apply some common sense.
Exactly. And
Also,
the fact that they were saying that it stopped some of them from breathing, like it was hard for them to breathe. It's just like,
I mean, they're eating pepper spray.
exactly, they're eating pepper spray. That's exactly right.
I mean, it's working. It's doing what pepper spray is
it's
supposed to do.
extremely worrisome, especially just because I know, like, a lot of kids try to do things to fit in, unfortunately.
Yep.
So it is scary, but, like, when I think of my middle school days, I do remember kids doing those same sort of just very dangerous challenges.
Right.
So nothing has really changed, but it's still concerning.
I just feel like the kids nowadays are just like hold my beer kids in the back of the day. We're gonna take it up a notch, and it's just like y'all need to get y'all lives together. So on a more like I guess a fun note, this adult Easter egg hunt, that is something that sounds like a blast, right?
Yeah, that's my kind of party. That's fun.
Yes, all these Easter egg events that people can get involved with. It's just it is fun, and again, it's safe. And hopefully, when people open their little eggs up, it's not no trouble bubble gum in there that they can try. So, Jazz,
Exactly.
do we have any viewers today or any comments?
We have several viewers today.
Ew.
Unfortunately, no comments.
Yeah.
But as always, it's super easy to leave a comment. All you have to do is head to our website, click the article, and it's a comment form right underneath the live stream.
All right.
So be sure to leave a comment there, and we will respond to any questions that you have.
All right, Jazz. Well, thank you so much. You got any plans for your Easter holiday?
Yeah, I'm probably taking my little brothers on an Easter egg hunt.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Get some church in and all that good stuff, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jazz. Have a blessed Easter, okay?
Okay, you too.
All right. All right, guys. Well, Stephen, I know you say you got all your stuff knocked out last week. Are you
Yeah.
doing anything this week, or are y'all just chilling?
I found out last night we're having people over, which is fine. But I
Yes.
just was like sitting at dinner and it's like, oh, we have multiple families coming over, which is fine.
That's
Just
great.
wasn't ready for it.
I love.
So
Well,
like,
I
we have
feel
to
like
prepare, we have to shop, we have to clean.
I feel like
that's
that's
what
like
I'll be doing all weekend.
in a relationship. I feel like that probably would be something that I would do to my husband. Like, oh yeah, this is happening, and you're like, when did you ever even tell me that? And 9 times out of 10, I've been told you probably before, and you'd have forgot. Did
Right.
you forget?
And it's just maybe I forgot. But you listen to my life all the time. My life is very busy. I have
Yes.
3 children. My wife just got a new job. It's like I'm all over the
Yeah.
place, and I have to work here. Like we're here is busy too. The stories are changing all the time. It's like stuff's gonna get lost.
Oh
I'm sorry.
yes. Well, we appreciate you for everything that you do, Stephen, even in your busy life, and I pray that you have a wonderful family reunion.
too.
Apparently.
Let's go.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Good Friday of the Morning Sprint. We've made it to the end of the week. Again, make sure you make great decisions, good choices, have fun, spend time with your family. Watch out for the weather as well, because it's supposed to be a little wet. But either way, you guys enjoy this holiday, Easter, with your family. Enjoy that time. Do whatever you can to go out, serve, whatever. You know it. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you back here again next Monday at 8 a.m. Do not miss the Morning Sprint.